It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Good morning and welcome to Travel Cruise Industry News Podcast on this, the 11th day of August, 2023. It's also the first day that I have an official duty with Power Chairs. I'm going down to Greensboro this afternoon. Meet with some of the Will U.S. folks. So, looking forward to that. We do have several headlines today. Of course, the Norwegian Viva sailed away yesterday. We've got a Maui fire update and some pictures that were sent directly. Actually, they went through Elizabeth, they're friends of hers in Lahaina. Emerald Sakara sails. Ocean Majesty to house asylum seekers. Resorts World 1 announces Japan itineraries. And a Sorrento's pizza fee. What? And lots more live here at 11 o'clock today, 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So, big day for Ilfeka. If you're listening via the podcast, welcome aboard. You can always access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcasts from. All the big guys, TuneIn, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News and up pops the Fat Travel Guy. Anytime you're listening via the podcast, you can always hop over to the video feed just by going to the description of the podcast. And there'll be a link so you can do just that. So, if you have not done so already, folks, please consider smashing that thumbs up button. If you have not subscribed yet, please take this as my invitation to do just that. Hit the subscribe button, the bell notification will let you know when I go live or a new video is posted. Doesn't cost anything, helps the channel out immensely. Excuse me. I got a frog in my throat right in the middle of a sentence. So, all right. Norwegian Viva, the second in Norwegian Cruise Line's Prima Class, quietly debuted. Make sure I'm on. Quietly debuted. I guess I am. Can't tell if my audio is on or not with the clip. Anyway, I know I'm on now. So anyway, the Viva quietly debuted in Italy this week. Unlike the debut of the Prima, which was accompanied by pomp and circumstance and a concert by Godmother Katy Perry, Norwegian Viva quietly left the port of Trieste on a 9-day Mediterranean sailing, the first sailing with guests aboard. The ship, which can accommodate 3,099 guests at double occupancy, will spend its first few months sailing the Mediterranean and Greek Isle itineraries before making its way to Miami in late November, where it will be officially welcomed into the fleet by Godfather Louis Fonsi. It will then move to San Juan in December, where it will operate a season of Caribbean sailings through March of 2024. Guests can dine at the Indulge Food Hall, choosing from 11 distinct eateries, take a ride on the 3-layered Viva Speedway racetrack, and chase thrills of the drop, a free-fall slide. Viva will also feature the line's Metropolitan Bar, which debuted on Prima using surplus ingredients to serve sustainability-minded cocktails, among other drinks. The ship will also host the at-sea debut of Beetlejuice, the musical, in a 3-story onboard theater that can turn into a nightclub. All right. We'll be back with the rest of the news after a quick break from one of our network sponsors. All right, the next story, folks, has to deal with the absolute horrendous tragedy going on in Hawaii. This is a well-known scene if you've been there. The top picture is the dock area where the cruise ships docked in Lahaina. The bottom picture is what it looks like today. As you can tell, that's all gone. Couple shots from Lahaina. These folks, the circle there in the middle, that's where they had their store in Lahaina. Of course, you can tell it's gone. And just utter devastation. All right. That's a bunch of cars. I won't tell you what happened to the folks that were driving it. The death toll from the devastating wildfire on the island of Maui has now climbed to 55, as officials warned that the loss of life is expected to rise much further. Another 17 fatalities were confirmed yesterday, taking the toll to 53. Last night, 2 more people had been found dead, bringing it up to the current 55 total. Hawaii Governor Josh Green said last night that around 1,000 people are still unaccounted for. As he said that the Aloha state is headed for its deadliest disaster in its history. Governor Green said that those unaccounted for are not presumed dead, but that hundreds have been left without communications, and so their safety is unclear. Here's the challenge. There's no power, no internet, no phone, no radio. You compound some of that. So when you're speaking to our officers, we need to get a sat phone, he said. The wildfires continue to devastate Lahaina, with more than 1,700 buildings and billions of dollars of property destroyed. Maui Mayor Richard Bison said the historic town has been totally wiped out. It's all gone. None of it's there. It's all burnt to the ground. In the meantime, Emerald Princess announced that currently is en route to Hawaii, was supposed to actually visit Lahaina on Monday. She has now been rerouted to Kona. Norwegian has not made a decision yet on the Sunday and Monday visit to Kahualua, which is also on Maui. Would certainly think that has to be changed, even if Kahualua is not as bad as Lahaina. I mean, all the resources are going to that side of the island. So I have a feeling that's going to happen sooner rather than later. All right, the next story today is a cruise line we never get to talk about, but at the same time, the Viva was sailing its maiden voyage. Another new cruise ship that is currently on its maiden voyage is Emerald Sakara. That's Emerald Cruises' newest luxury yacht. Emerald Sakara departed from Athens on a sold-out 8-night cruise to Rome. After Emerald Sakara's August debut, the ship will embark on a summer season exploring the coastal waters of Italy, Greece, Turkey, and the Adriatic. Bookings for 2023 and 2024 Caribbean yacht sailings include 2-for-1 fares, as well as free air when paying in full within 30 days of booking. Some of you might want to look into that. The next story has to do with the Ocean Majesty. You know, she's been around a long time. The Ocean Majesty will serve as floating accommodations for asylum seekers in the Netherlands. According to reports in the Dutch media, the veteran cruise ship will serve as home for up to 300 people through the end of 2024. Her current cruise season has been canceled in favor of the housing charter. During that time, the Ocean Majesty will remain docked in Velsen, a port located about 30 kilometers west of Amsterdam. And finally this morning, folks, well, no, not finally this morning. There's actually two more. Resort World Cruises announced a new Japan itinerary with 5-night Naha Makojima cruise aboard Resorts World 1, departing from Hong Kong starting October 1st. Known for their beaches and rich cultural heritage, guests can now visit both islands, Naha and Makojima, on a single cruise aboard Resorts World 1. The Resorts World 1 will be departing from Hong Kong to Okinawa every alternate Sunday. And finally this morning, folks, Sorrento's pizza. Many of you claim that that's the best pizza at sea. I particularly am fond of Sorrento's pizza, but I'm not fond of this. A question on the current Caribbean customer survey: if Sorrento's pizza was offered for a fee, would you still dine there? I find that most disconcerting that they are surveying about charging for Sorrento's pizza, something that's been free forever. Wow. Something tells me, Royal Caribbean, you're going to have a little PR problem if you do that. Now, folks, it hasn't been done yet. They haven't said they're going to do it yet. They're just asking that question on the current passenger survey. I hope everybody is saying, no, I won't eat there if I've got to pay for it. But who knows? All right, let's go over to the chat room, see who's here today, and then I'm heading to North Carolina. Hi there, Tom is with us. Mike's with us. Hi, Mike. Kenneth's here. Hey, Chillie or Tom or anybody in our family, maybe you can help me with a question. I heard it's possible that you can get your phone to work off while you're on a ship all the time without roaming calls. Is that true? I use Wi-Fi calls all the time. And I normally don't get charged for roaming. I do pay an extra fee, not much, to my phone company, so they don't hit me with all that. It's like, maybe $30 a month or something. It's not much. But yeah, Kenneth, you can do that, but if you just use your phone like normal, no, you can't. But if you use it like with Wi-Fi calling or messenger calling via the internet or Wi-Fi, then yes, you can. Somebody might have a better answer to that than I do. Steve's with us out in Kentucky. Hey, Steve. There's Elizabeth. I talked to Elizabeth this morning, as a matter of fact. Buenos dias, Chile and the gang. Chilly, Cozumel, only 97 degrees here right now. Oh my God, put a sweater on. That's the coolest it's been in over a month. Wow, definitely sweater weather. 97. Yeah, nippy. Hot Air says, I had a good idea based on some comments on the pizza Facebook post. Someone suggested they would charge for use of the pool, then added maybe oxygen too. Yeah. If they're going to charge for Sorrento's pizza. Yeah, no. They can't do that. I thought, what a way to solve the ever problematic pool chair hog issue. Charge rent by the hour. Well, that I can understand that. But then I never use a chair, so I have my own to sit on. And I don't lay that. I'm not comfortable laying down on a lounge, recliner or anything. Nikki's with us down in Jacksonville. Hi, Nikki. We have Princess Plus. I have iPhones. If you have Princess Plus, then that has the good Wi-Fi setup. You could probably do online calling, without them getting you with the fees. A lot of us, like when I call Elizabeth in Cozumel, which we do quite often, we call on Messenger. I use that on ships. Like I call John almost every day up in Minnesota. We call on the ships. I call from the ships using Messenger. So yeah, if you got the Wi-Fi, which you're going to have with Princess Plus, you can do it that way, Kevin. All right, guys, that's going to wrap me up today. Sorry the show is a little shorter than normal, but again, I've got a tight schedule going down to North Carolina, heading south. So that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. I will be with you over the weekend. I'm hoping to do a solo show sometime this weekend. I have not heard from Viva yet on the final approval for the January hosted cruise. So if I don't get that, I'm not doing a show this weekend. If I get the approval, we'll probably do it sometime Saturday. I'll do it so we have a couple hours to get ready for it, and let you people know that what I'm doing. So somebody might want to pop in whether you're solo or not. But we'll see how that goes. If I get the approval today, we'll do that Saturday. If not, I'll see everybody back here on Monday. So that's it for the week, folks. You guys have a fantastic day and a fabulous weekend. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising. Hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for being here. Later, y'all.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.